Good morning everybody, cool cats. So we have left Somerville Bay on Croker Island. About 15 to 20 knots southeaster this morning. So got a double reef in the main but the full headsail out just to make sure we don't have any weather helm running downwind. We'll be behind the land generally, so it should be fairly smooth and fast sailing today. We're heading to Alcaro Bay, about 55 miles further towards Darwin, so that we can jump off to Darwin tomorrow morning. How good's this sunrise behind me? Jealous? Yeah. So we're stonking along the top end of the Coburg Peninsula, aiming for Arnhem Bay for our step off to Darwin tomorrow. If I can get onto Cullen Bay Marina, having trouble getting onto them, but anyway, I'll keep trying. But we are absolutely flying along. We've seen us up to 12 knots today, coming down the front of a wave. We are absolutely flying. Check this out. We've got a bit of a swell coming up in the passage between Croker Island and Coburg Peninsula. But now we're moving into smoother water behind Coburg Peninsula, and that's letting it really run. Having a fat sail this morning, absolutely loving it. We're approaching the middle part of the day now. I think it's just after 11 AM. Sun's nice and high in the sky, making lots of battery power, although the batteries are stuffed and aren't storing it very well. But anyway, we'll at least top them up anyway. And wind has eased as we've turned the corner around the top of the Coburg Peninsula, and we're just having a nice little gentle sail now. We're not getting probably more than 5.5 knots on a very, very broad reach, almost a run. That's the Coburg Peninsula on our port side there. A lot of reefs and shoals around here, so we're kind of standing off from the shore to get around them. Beautiful sailing now though. This is really the kind of sailing that everybody wants to do. I recommend if you get a chance to get up here, the top end, because it's pretty impressive. We're on about a 1 hour approach now to Alcaro Bay. And we've got the tide pushing pretty hard against us. It seems to be flowing north through the passage between Darwin and Colborne, wherever. It's running hard against us. About 1.5 knots at the moment. So it's really kicking our butts, but we've got the wind behind us, so we'll get there eventually. I was kind of hoping to be there by now, but it looks like we've added about another hour to our trip. Anyway, try and avoid using the engine if I can. But you can see here our destination. So we're currently coming down here, and we're going to hook left into Alcaro Bay. This is Alcaro Bay, and it is just stunning. I thought this east-northeast was going to make this anchorage a bit of a washout, really, you know, like I thought it was going to be a pretty crap night. But now that we've only just started the entrance into the bay, it's almost flat calm. By the time I get down to the end of the bay here where we're going to anchor, I reckon it's going to be absolutely picturesque. The only downside is that, again, it's Aboriginal land and we can't go ashore. I think one of the biggest issues we've had since we left Torres Strait is finding places where we can go ashore, and not only that, but finding who to talk to ask. We would have been more than happy to ask for permission to come ashore in these places, but there's no information on where to look and who to ask and how to ask. So we have had to stay on board the boat for the last week. We haven't got off. You know, we want to respect that it is Aboriginal land, but it's disappointing that we didn't get to share it. Anyway, it's a minor complaint. We're going to have an absolutely beautiful night here. It's only 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I've got some maintenance and repairs to do, so we'll take advantage of that time and just chill. How good's this? This is Alcaro Bay, just about 80 miles north of Darwin. Absolutely picturesque, glorious beach, just beautiful. As you can see from the chart plotter, we've still got a ways to go before we need to anchor, so it's going to be absolutely flat calm by the time we get in there. This is gorgeous.
It's a good one. Sleep good today.
Yeah. Join us in the next episode, episode 32, as we head all the way to Darwin.